Tea Party Gina Loudon on when, how, and even if this targeting will ever stop. Gina, it never does appear to stop. In fact, if anything, it appears to accelerate.
You know, Neil, I have to tell you, you called this. I remember going back to the very beginning of this. You said, I bet nothing will ever be done. And I actually thought there's no way this administration can be this arrogant and not call for the heads of these people. And rather than that, what we've seen is one cover-up after another. The president calling this a non-scandal, I guess like Benghazi and some of the other horrible things that have taken place. And we've seen Holder perjure himself. And we still have no answers, and they're still doing it. The president at this point, Neil, is complicit in this, and I think that's what people need to start screaming about.
Well, you know, you raise a good point, and Jamie, it did warrant this phony scandal a genuinely real investigation, or so we were told by an outraged president at the time. Didn't seem phony rage there when he said he wanted to get to the bottom of it. And yet this so-called investigation has yet to yield a query to any of the groups that were targeted. So methinks there is no investigation going on. What do you think?
Well, I think it's pretty amazing. I mean, what we're learning now is, you know, by definition, scandalous. Whenever you have a political entity targeted for their political beliefs by the IRS to the exclusion of every other political entity on the different side of the aisle, I think that's scandalous. But what we're also seeing, I think, is stunning managerial incompetence at the IRS. You would think that after the scandal broke, they would try to correct the situation. But 3 months afterwards, nothing's been done. They're still targeting. And if you looked at the transcript, Neil, they asked the IRS agent, what if you saw that there was no political activity by this group? Would you still give them more scrutiny? They said yes, because we don't have how to handle Tea Party groups. We'd still give them extra scrutiny, even if there was no evidence of political activity. To me, that's stunning and shows a behemoth bureaucracy just out of control.
Gina, if I'm just to read at face value all of these events and what's going on, and I'm looking at you, you still have a target on you.
Well, absolutely. And you know what? Everyone really does, because if this administration gets away with this, this changes completely how politics is done forever. This is basically the executive branch of the government exerting its power over people.
But Gina, it's even worse than that, with a complicit media. I mean, we're not like folks like a guy in the box next to you there, Jamie. I mean, bottom line, it would be allowed and countenanced and no one would say boo, but by and large, the media is giving it a pass. What do you think of that?
Well, yeah, I think it's
to Gina first, and Jamie, I do want to go to you. I apologize for not making it clear. Go ahead, Gina.
A complicit media is to be sure. And, you know, there's room here. Where's an ethical Democrat out there that says, hey, Mr. President, shouldn't you be doing something about this? Hey, IRS, let's pull this together. How can I help? The Democrats are standing idly by. And I have to say, I'm not seeing a whole lot coming from Republican leadership about this. Let me assure you, if the situation were reversed, the Democrats would be raising holy Cain about this. And you and I both know it.
Oh, I think you're right about that. And certainly the president would have been, whoever that Republican president was, he would be almost forced out of office. But that isn't happening now, yeah. Jamie. So whether it's a phony scandal or not, do you think that the president has just gotten a pass on it?
Well, the media is kind of buying his line. These are phony scandals. And while it's true, and I think we have to admit, in fairness, we do not have a direct tie to the White House yet. We have it to the chief counsel's office, which is run by a political appointee, but it does not yet go to the chief counsel. But the investigation is still. Well, I think those are the facts. But the investigation is still ongoing. And it very well could tie to the White House. And the president is out there calling it a phony scandal. What I think he should be doing, if he believes it doesn't go up any higher, is saying, let's get all the facts out there. Let's get everyone. Let me prove that it's not a phony scandal by providing the information that's requested by Congress. But even a Democrat in the Senate, Max Baucus, head of the Senate Finance Committee, says that the IRS has not provided documents in the way that he has asked them.
And to your point, whether it goes to the White House or not, and by the way, more signs increasingly point that it might. I am saying that if that is the standard or the litmus test by which the media says hands off, then we would have never had the pursuit of Watergate. We would have never had the pursuit of Iran-Contra. We would have never had the pursuit of the whole savings and loan crisis, because there would have been an unwillingness on the part of the media to follow up because they would have said, well, if the president doesn't look like he's involved, we might as well drop it now. And Gina, that could be a very slippery slope.
He had time to speak up about Sandra Fluke. He had time to speak up about Trayvon Martin. He had time to say that the Dream Nine should have no responsibility for breaking the rule of law in our country. He's had time to speak up on a lot of issues, Neil. His silence speaks volumes on this.
But to Jamie's point, to be very fair, and legally the point, that nothing at this point points to the White House, but I think by dismissing it, sloughing it off, and saying the investigation is not used to going there, or there's no use going there, I think, at least begs credulity here. But, guys, I want to thank you both.
Thank you,
and
Neil.
look forward to having you both back. Well, if you have had it with that guy, Ed,